Now, to start, I am going to share with you some general, major information about President Ho Chi Minh. He's our patriot and national hero. He devoted his whole life to Vietnam and Vietnamese liberation. He founded and led the Democratic Republic of Vietnam through two resistances against the French and American.
When he passed away, to commemorate his merit and also express Vietnamese deep gratitude to him, the government ordered the building of this museum, and it was fully completed in 1990, right on the 100th birthday anniversary of President Ho Chi Minh. The museum was designed by Isakowicz, a Russian architect who was also the designer of Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. Located in the Ho Chi Minh complex, this building is a symbol of a white lotus flower with 3 floors. The 3rd floor is the main exhibition. And now we are standing at the Elegant Hall. In the center of this hall, there is a bronze statue of President Ho Chi Minh raising his hand to welcome all of us. Behind him is the image of the sun and a banyan tree. The sun represents the light and mind of President Ho Chi Minh, and the banyan tree represents the eternal existence of Vietnam's villages. Would you like to have a picture there? Because it's the most beautiful hall here. According to Eastern philosophy, sky is round and ground is square. That is why you can see the ceiling decorated in a copper round representing the sky. And looking down, you can see the floor designed in the shape of a square with flowers and fruits, expressing the Vietnamese landscape with the 4 seasons bumper crops. On both sides, you will find 2 artworks/sculptures representing Vietnam's tradition. On the left, there is a golden dragon carrying a sack of 100 eggs, symbolizing the origin of the Vietnamese people and national construction. On the opposite side, there is a fairy character from Vietnamese legend named Giang, and a golden turtle with a sword symbolizing the struggle against the An and Ming dynasties from China, or national defense. Both pieces remind us of the famous saying of Ho Chi Minh, "The Hung Kings founded the country. You and I must protect it." The Hung Kings are believed to be the first kings of the Vietnamese dynasty, living about 4,000 years ago. Please follow me. That is the artwork depicting the origin of the Vietnamese people. We have a legend. Once upon a time, there was a dragon living in the water and a fairy living in the mountains. One day, they met, fell in love, and got married. On the day of giving birth, the mother did not give birth to a child, but instead gave birth to a sack of 100 eggs, from which 100 men hatched. However, one day, the father instructed 50 to follow him to the sea and 50 to follow the mother to the mountain. Those who followed the mother became the ancestors of the Vietnamese people. That's why the Vietnamese refer to themselves as the descendants of dragons and fairies. In daily life, they may have quarrels or conflicts, but when invaders arrive, they all come together to fight against the enemy. The exhibition is divided into 3 main sections. The first section, along the main way, introduces the entire life of Ho Chi Minh and how the Vietnamese people carry out his testament. The second section, on the right side, introduces the Vietnamese situation and their struggle against foreign aggression. The final section on the left highlights events in the world that strongly influenced Vietnam's situation. The thematic hall. The first theme, childhood of President Ho Chi Minh and his initial patriotic activities, 1890 to 1911. The French army attacked Vietnam in 1858 in Da Nang, a central city of Vietnam. Vietnam then became a French colony in 1884. Many uprisings and movements appeared to fight against French colonialists, like the Can Vuong uprising under the leadership of King Ham Nhi, or the Hung Ki movement by Phan Dinh Phùng. However, all of these eventually ended in failure. Vietnamese people were under the control of the French. The king,